All right. Let's get it done. Okay, I don't even remember where we're at, to be completely honest. We made some good progress. I think we just finished Gobi's Valley. That's pretty good. Get a nice, turn this up a little bit. Get a nice set of progress going. So we were, okay, Tyler had confirmed for me, or Snaziel had confirmed for me yesterday that we're supposed to beat, yeah, I want to make sure I turn this up. We're supposed to beat Clanker's Cavern. That's just confirmed. We didn't do it. We need to do it. I'll also pop this open. Okay, so we know Clanker's Cavern needs to be done. No, we did not do the last thing in Freezeezy Peak, did we? No, we still need to go do Freezeezy Peak. Yeah, which went by pretty quickly. Gobi's Valley, you know, I'll be honest, didn't have a great time, but that might be because I did die at 92 notes. Okay, so we head to Freezeezy Peak. And then what? Where are we at from there? Or after okay, so Freezeezy Peak, we're gonna go find Clanker's Cavern. And then I don't know after that. Mad Monster Mansion? TikTok Wood? Is that it? I mean, are we closing in? Are there only 3 worlds left? Because if there are, I mean, we'll definitely finish today. Which was my main goal of this, so happy about that. I mean, there's a little bit of bias there. I don't mean I'm happy as in I'm happy it's over. I really do enjoy this game. I think that it was a good choice to stream it. Of all the games to choose to do, I'm thinking that wait, do I need to go over there or back? We'll find out. Of all the games to stream, I think it's probably the best option that wouldn't just be replaying. Yeah, we gotta go back. And that's why we flew here. Best option that wouldn't be replaying Super Mario Sunshine or Luigi's Mansion for the 3rd time. Okay, I thought we'd make it. Didn't make it. Okay, the reason we have to come back to this world is now we have to race our Wii U McCall. Wow. Wii U McCall, welcome back, man. It's been quite some time since I last spoke to you. Thanks for being here. This is day 5. Be trying to stream every single day. So it's been a super hot minute. I'm trying to get back into it. I know I've said that a million times, but I think 5 days in a row is actually the most I've ever done, period, including 5 years ago when I was streaming more often. We're 100%ing Banjo Kazooie. We're trying anyways. I decided a good way to start out would be replaying some of my favorite games of all time. And Banjo Kazooie is definitely on that list. I may end up moving to Banjo Tooie. It won't be directly after, but Banjo Tooie is a game I've never actually finished before, so. But how have you been, man? I mean, since it's been so long, I mean, you have to forgive me because I do mix up a couple of things. Oh, come on, Boggy, stop being a dick. Yeah, I was gonna say, you have to forgive me because hey, we did it. I sometimes mix up a couple of things, but if I'm not mistaken, the last time I spoke to you, you were either a senior in high school or in college you were somewhere. I honestly don't remember, so, you know, that's fun. You were in high school. Cool, so congratulations. It only took, you know, basically 5 years later of me being back on stream to find out. You're a sophomore in college. Okay, that sounds about right. Because no, you had, I had streamed Battle for Bikini Bottom, and I had streamed some other game before that. Like, I've done, you know, one stream every 6 months for the last couple of years. So I probably would have talked to you in one of those times. Okay, we finished this level. This level is all good and set to go. To answer your question, I am using an emulator. I do not have a capture card. Last time I remember Psychonauts. I'll be honest, it all kind of runs together with Psychonauts because I've started speedrunning the game. And I only started doing that about a month ago. So, but I do remember doing an actual Psychonauts run. Or not run, an actual Psychonauts playthrough quite some time ago, actually. So yeah, it was, okay, it was probably that, during the actual full playthrough I did. And somewhat recently, I started speedrunning it. And within the first couple of days, I ended up at 50th place. Which doesn't sound that crazy, but I was pretty happy with it. Because that was only my second actual run. And since then, I've put like 20 to 30 runs, somewhere in there, towards improving my time, and I'm now at 27th place. I'm trying to get to the top 20, and then I'll probably end it there, but top 20 is the end goal. If I had a capture card, I would speedrun Pokemon. Which one? I gotta go back and find Clinker's Cavern. That's our next step. 'Cause I have no idea where it is, and there's not really a good excuse for that, but I somehow passed over it. I was supposed to do it third, and I did it. Oh, I still haven't done it yet, and I've beaten 5 worlds. I don't know. I'd want a console. Okay. Well, that's why I'm curious. Like, would you do like, you know, the old Game Boy ones? I have Game Boy, so RIP DS and 3DS. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And of course, for like, I think the GameCube had one, and the Super Nintendo, you had some adapters you could use that would allow you to play. Yeah, Game Boy player. That's exactly right. If I can't find Clinker's Cavern in this area that I first started in, I mean, I'm gonna go back to the very beginning because I can't do it. I can't get 3DS capture card anymore. What's up with them? They just stopped making it? I don't know much about 3DS capture or anything like that. There's a Let's Player I watch, Chugga Conroy. He captures everything authentically. Holy goddamn. It was right here. I skipped by the picture frame. I've been to the Clinker's Cavern entrance a million times. I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew it was right there. Ugh. I never actually did the picture. Okay, well that makes me feel both better and worse. Worse because I could have just done it normally if I had actually gone on the pad. Better because I'm not as crazy as I thought I was. Did Nintendo, like, cease and desist them? Because Nintendo's kind of a giant dick sometimes. Gonna finish Sword and Shield, Pokemon Pre-Orders. 3DS. Okay. Yeah. The 3DS is dead now. I liked my 3DS. I ended up modding it, and then, you know, which I don't condone. Don't mod your 3DS. It's super. It breaks the protection agreement, so the warranty goes away, and see, this is actually really funny. Not to be off topic here. He says there's one more move left for me to learn. But in the world I was just in, he tells you you've learned everything I can teach you. Because the game didn't expect me to somehow miss Clanker's Cavern, what's supposed to be the 3rd level in the game. I can't believe I even did that. Yeah, I modded my 3DS, and I played through Yoshi's Woolly World, which was fantastic. Kirby Planet Robobot, which is also absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they did. It's one of those things. Nintendo initially said, no, of course the Switch is not meant to replace the 3DS. But they said the exact same thing in regards to the DS not replacing the Game Boy. God damn it. I'm gonna die. Actually, I'm gonna make executive decision here. Let's just die. Okay, I have a cheat activated. At the request of one of my new followers, I entered a cheat. Now I have infinite eggs. I'm gonna die. I don't wanna waste the time getting some notes and then dying because of my stupidity. Okay, apparently that's not high enough. Excuse me. So, I'm an idiot. I didn't even think about it. I picked up the health. Yeah, the 3DS, I had an amazing time with it. It was wonderful. One of my favorite consoles. I probably didn't play it as much as I had played my regular DS, but the games on it were really good. Yeah, this is Nintendo 64. This is kind of a OG. Like, let's see. So if you're a sophomore in college, that would mean you were born in like what, 99 or something like that, 98. And this game was not out yet. Or excuse me, this game came out shortly after. I think it was 98. Maybe actually no, I think it's earlier than that. 96, something like that. So yeah, this is I think a good opportunity for Nintendo to release these games. Now that Banjo is in Smash, they could release Rare Replay by getting an agreement with Microsoft, and it would do killer on the Switch. It's nostalgia overload for a lot of people. This is a lot of people's favorite game, or it's in their top 10 because it's just a good platformer. I mean, it's not what started platformers by any means. But I would say this game is better than like Mario 64, which is regarded as one of the greatest games ever. Came out in 98, okay. I have this game though. You have Rare Replay, Xbox Live. Which version do you have? All right, Clanker. One of the greatest characters. Witcher's garbage grinder. Clanker not like dirty water. Want fresh air. The irony. The wonderful, beautiful irony. 64. Are you like a collector? There's not a lot of reason to have a 64 anymore, to be honest. I mean, other than collecting. A lot of the best games have been ported to future consoles. So if you have like a Wii, for games like Banjo Kazooie and Tooie, you know, 3DS works. Not 3DS. Xbox Live. Prefer my 64. You prefer the lawsuit-inducing joystick? Play Mario 64 every year. I feel that. Hey, welcome back, Hit or Miss. Do more Banjo Kazooie for this times 10. I love the grunty rhymes. Stick with it, Hit or Miss. Thanks for being here. Mario 64 every year. I have a couple games like that I try to play every single year. I mean, I shouldn't say I try. I just enjoy them enough to where I end up playing them every year. And for a while, that was Psychonauts. And that will definitely now continue because now that I'm speedrunning the game, I mean, it'd be kind of hard for it to not be played every year. I've got 50 hours in the game, and you know, a speedrun takes, so like not counting my first normal run, a speedrun takes 45 minutes? I mean, at the high end. It's like 5 hours, so it's easy fit on break. That is pretty interesting, because one of the things we talked about yesterday, being that I was playing this, is that I've never actually finished Mario 64. I played it when I was a kid. I loved Bob-omb Battlefield. I hated the water level, the one that has Nessie or something, and I guess you can't get on there. Yeah, I planned on it, so I was gonna actually, I hate to admit it, but same thing with Ocarina of Time. Never finished Ocarina of Time. And I enjoyed them. I never have that little bit of extra inspiration I need to maintain playing it. I get like halfway through it. Same with Mario 64. I think by the end of it, I've gotten halfway through. I feel like I am not doing this correctly. Getting a little too distracted. Maybe we can find for a sec. And I can do the ones I can do that. It's an interesting concept. They're not too bad. I'm probably over-exaggerating them. It's just that goddamn water level. Okay, no, I already did come up here. All right, we're done with this this garbage. Let's go fix the water. I don't know what's through that tunnel, but we're gonna find out. I don't think this is how you fix the water. I think that's down below, right? Maybe it is, I don't know. Sub-level I hate, but I don't mind doing it. That's fair. Kind of like how I love Banjo Kazooie, but yesterday we finished with Gobi's Valley, and it's just a level I don't enjoy very much. Wait, please. I love the way Banjo does health, which is you have a couple of health collectibles throughout the level, but killing an enemy gets you health. Just every time, 100% of the time, you'll get 1 health. Later in other games, you can get more than 1, but... If you stream Banjo Tooie next, I think I can rack enough money to subscribe for a year. Oh, wow. That's super nice. I appreciate it, but I'm also not even at that level yet. You can't even subscribe to me yet. I think I have to be a Twitch affiliate. I've met most of the requirements. We're getting close. I think I need to have like a peak or an average viewership of 3 for an entire stream. Like the majority of the time. What is going on? Why am I having a mega stroke while playing this game? I feel like I'm having an easier time talking today than I did yesterday, but I feel like I'm having a much worse time in terms of playing. No. I don't want to get overzealous there. Oh, I'm actually just looking at this wrong. I thought this was a higher elevation than this. I'm just crazy. It's not for partner. That's for affiliate. It's the step below partner. I think at affiliate, you can get something like a subscriber win. I'm not 100%. I kind of want to look it up, but I don't really care much. I'm getting these little achievement updates on my dashboard saying like, you know, stream for 5 hours, stream 7 days out of 30, yada yada yada. Gain 10 followers. And it's kind of unfair because of the streaming I did 5 years ago. I'm already at over 100 followers, but, you know. Really, it's just people like you, Wii U McCall. Let me explain. Hit or miss. Wii U McCall is one of the people who watched me back 5 years ago when I first started streaming. Like, he's an OG viewer. There's a couple of other people who occasionally pop in. There's one person named Sweets, who is always a pleasure to have. Jack Daniels, he was my first and only donator ever. It's pretty cool. And once again, hit or miss, thank you so much for being here. I really, really do appreciate, you know, your talking in the chat, just being nice and all that. I just never caught him when he was streaming for the last 2 years. Yeah, which I wasn't doing very often, so that's not even your fault, really. Okay, I think I'm getting a little too sidetracked for going for all these odd things. What I need to do is, let's finish the Clanker portion. And then after we finish Clanker, from there we can move on with our life. Please, camera. If it's more often, I can be here more. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, this is day 5. I want to kind of make it a... Oh god, I need a bubble. I need a bubble, gulper. I want to try, you know, honestly, when I'm feeling it, at least 5 days a week, and maybe more, because one thing that might sound kind of silly, for a long time, I didn't like doing it. I don't like doing things on days I work in general. So I wouldn't do it on days I work, but I've been getting off work at 1 o'clock and starting the stream at 3 to answer your question as a rough time for the stream. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard. I'm going to continue just playing games I enjoy. If I get requests, like if I get enough requests for a certain game, I'll try my best to play it. If I could stream, I would every day. That's what I thought. It's hard when no one's there. That's my only grievance with streaming. I didn't see your message, I'm sorry. Hit or miss. I really like going for small streams for really good games because there's like no chat, giving them attention. Also because I can chat with the streamer. Yeah, absolutely. I feel the exact same way. And it's kind of sad. It's like a double-edged sword. Because you want to be a successful streamer, and you want streamers you follow to be more successful. But once you get to a point where the chat is so crazy, you know, then you have to start toning it up to where you do subscriber-only chat. So only people who are paying money can even watch or even talk to the streamer. And even with that, sometimes you end up with so many people that you can't respond to every message, and it kind of makes me sad because, you know, the biggest difference between watching a streamer and watching a YouTuber is that you can interact with a streamer. I mean, I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy who lives, you know, I live in a town with a job, and I have a computer that I like spending time on, and, you know, I'm just a guy. I'm not like with a YouTuber where you're just making videos. Yo, what's up, Tyler? Snazzy out. Thanks for being here, sir. I found Clanker's Cavern. Fun fact. I'm just an idiot. I mean, we knew this. We knew this already, but, for me right now, it's 3:27 p.m. I live on the West Coast. I already went in here. Ah, that's what happens. 6:27. Okay. So for you, it would be 6 o'clock hit or miss. Okay, and presumably you as well, will you, McCall? All right, we lowered Clanker's chain, or we loosened it. We allowed him to rise in the water. So now we'll finish the Clanker stuff. Clanker's just a big, cool shark thing. This Grunty has an obsession, really rare, has an obsession with making everything into an animal or putting eyes on everything. Clanker's teeth hurt. Now eat too much garbage. Help. Help, Clanker. Poor Clanker. I think if I get to the point where I make any... Oh, please, for the love of God. If I make any money, because there was that one time I ended up getting money from Jack Daniels. It was super cool. If I make any money, 100% of it, you know, at least for the first however long it would take to get it, will be going towards getting a better controller. Because this controller is becoming an irritation. Can't wait to shiny hunt Pokemon Friday. I'm glad to see people are still hyped for Sword and Shield, because I do think it is getting a little too much hate. But on the flip side, I think a lot of the hate it's getting is justified. It's kind of almost like a Call of Duty situation. I mean, you wouldn't expect that with a Pokemon series, or with the Pokemon series. But people are getting the same game every year. The improvements are kind of minute. What controller? This is the lovely controller I'm using. Missing a thumbstick. I don't know if you can even see it. It's got this beautiful GameStop logo on it. It's pretty awful. New story, new map, same course, same fun. That's fair. To be honest, one of the most off-putting things about Pokemon Go for me is I love the concept of shinies. I think it's super cool that people can shiny hunt and do all this other stuff. But in Go, you just get so many. I know I'll love it because I'm a blind Pokemon fan, but there's things that'll rub me wrong. Oh, that's right, Tyler. Are you gonna... Well, you don't have a Switch, do you? What's your plan on playing it? Alright, after this, we'll go into Clanker. Yeah, and I didn't mean to complain about my controller too much. It's not too bad. It just has a little bit of drift on the left joystick, and sometimes the B button doesn't work. I was showed off again. That, every time he turns left like that, that's not me. And it wouldn't be too bad, except I have to do, like, I'm just pressing right now. You gotta do some precision platforming. Kind of the worst genre of game to be doing it. Oh, jeez. Despite 607 Pokemon being cut. I don't think, you know, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I don't think that many were cut. It's like half, right? And we're now at, with the new edition, we're at like 900. So I think they only cut out like 400, 450. I'm doing a thing in Gen 4 that manipulates energy. Shinies are 20%. Same rate, best. Gurky, yeah, it's a lot. It's more than half? No problem, hit or miss. Thanks for being here. See you whenever. 400. Oh my god. That's crazy. I guess that's the whole Dexit thing, right? I guess at least one of the benefits is they're obviously going to choose some of the most popular Pokemon to keep in. So wait, what was your Snazzy? What was your favorite Pokemon that's not going to be in the game anymore? And how is Turtwig not in the game in general? Why wouldn't they keep all the starters? Starters are so cool. Like 800 after Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so it's like 500. Okay, that's crazy. Obviously, they're getting a lot of hate because the biggest reason they've given for cutting out all the Pokemon was so they could work on higher fidelity animations. What do you guys think of that? Because it's been made very clear the animations are more often not reused, maybe touched up a little bit, but reused. Hire more people. Okay, yeah. I feel that. I'm thinking that when your game, you have a game where the biggest focus, the tagline is catch them all. I mean, the biggest focus is obviously collecting. It's a game made for people who like collecting all of the things. And you take out, apparently over half, 500 things, 500 Pokemon. You know, it's like, it just seems like a bad decision. I understand that it's a lot of work modeling, but, you know, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they already modeled that many for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. I know that in a lot of ways the models aren't necessarily compatible, but at the same time, they kind of fucking are. I'm probably making it sound too easy, and maybe I don't know enough about it to be talking about it, but... is the green ring where I start? Where's my... Oh, I put it in the fridge. Okay. Oh, that's what it is. That's where the Greenway is next. Something tells me I'm doing this in kind of the wrong direction. Pokemon's the top grossing franchise, so why doesn't Pokemon give Game Freak more money for a better game? You know, not to be that guy who just hates to hate, but I feel like it's probably something kind of like how every year they release a new iPhone. And they could just release... Oh, did I miss it? No, I got it. They could release one iPhone every 5 years that's so much better. It's just great. Or they could release one every year with a couple of new features. Like I said, I don't necessarily believe that that's absolutely the answer. I don't care about the games as much. Make more money from cards and toys. Do they make more money from cards and toys? I mean, let's just make it clear, no doubt. Pokemon Go is absolutely their biggest moneymaker right now. But I'm a little surprised on, specifically, toys. Is there another... I gotta make sure real quick before I get too crazy here. Is there anywhere else inside of Clanker to go? Yes, down there. And that's how you get in. Okay, and that's flying to get to there. The games that have made more money. Wait, never mind. Merchandise is the most. Okay. Then game, then cards. See, that is really surprising to me. Merchandise makes some sense. Then box office. I love the concept of that. This is because wins the shield against bad guys. Does it make me invulnerable? Sure does. Hold Z and press the right C button. What? Oh, it kills me inside. I'm sorry, Weavacall. I have all the filters turned off, but for some reason, there's something in my chat. I don't know what to do. I have no idea. I tried to fix it live on stream. It says Streamlabs is the one that's doing it. You know what I need to do? Can I, Is there what's some mod Streamlabs? No? Can I unmod Streamlabs, please? Chat filters are off. All right, I've at least turned them back on. It's every time. It's when you say the word assume. Rip clean slate. Twitch's gonna think I'm an audible. It's assume. I have no idea why. What happens if I do it? Yeah. Twitch is gonna think I'm back twice, expect me more. The hours I'll be here is more than 4. Welcome back. What if I said my favorite Pokemon is? I just changed a setting that made it so that I can click to see the revealed word. Maybe it won't delete your messages anymore. Nope. 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 Streamlabs. Block Streamlabs. Okay. I'm sorry we're taking the extra time to do this. But we're doing it. We're fixing the dashboard. I have no idea why this is still an issue. Twitch.tv. Settings. Profanity filter is, let's see, disabled in general. Give me 1 sec, guys. It says it's disabled. I have no clue. Oh god, what's happening? So many messages deleted. Pass, ass. Nothing with ASS in it. You just... Detailed. But I'm wondering... Okay, one other attempt here. Hear me out, right? You may hear the stream double up for a second. We're gonna try to unmod Streamlabs. I think in general it's supposed to be helpful, and I've liked it up to this point. But I'm thinking it's becoming more of an issue than not. Boom. Streamlabs is no longer a moderator. Try it again, boys. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry that keeps happening. It kills me inside. Luckily, I did change a setting yesterday Oh, Streamlabs doesn't like it. We're actually gonna do one other thing. Streamlabs doesn't like that it can't control the people. It's just a money-hungry, terrible person. So we're going to, at least for now, block Streamlabs. All right, roles. Mod resets, block terms and phrases. There's no phrases blocked. Hyperlinks are turned off except for me. Okay. I'm sorry, Streamlabs. You pushed your luck too much. You wouldn't let me turn off the sensor, and so you had to be taken down. Yeah, now you guys just start going all racism and sexism and just trying to push your luck. Please don't do that. What happens when it times you out? Does it like refresh your page or just stop you from, is it timing you out from chatting? So either way, I mean either way it's annoying, but we've fixed it. It's kind of a workaround fix, but we fixed it. All right, Clanker, you got nothing. No problem, William McCall, sir. Thanks for being here, sir. 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 Yeah, sounds good. Oh, actually, I'm going on a trip. So this is day 5 in a row, but I'll be going on a trip. I won't be back until Monday. So this will be a little bit of a break, but Monday should be back to doing every day. Honestly, I'd be totally fine with that. Alrighty. There's one other thing in Clanker, right? That we needed to do. God damn Streamlabs. Adios, amigo. Yeah, we need to go up there. I think. We fixed his teeth. We went up above. Or does this just lead out as well? No, this is, yeah, I already did this, didn't I? What happens if we go down? Oh, there's a Jinjo. Well, I'm glad I'm finding that now versus later. Okay, so Clanker should technically be done. I think I've already gotten this pipe. I've been doing this a lot where I like try to move around. For some reason, this is the one honeycomb location that's stuck with me. Just always. I've always remembered where that one was specifically. Okay, all right, let's start going in a loop. This is the one we came out of, so we're gonna go to the one to the left. First to the left. And it's a Mumbo Skull. I mean, there's only 2 transformations left, but I think we are pretty low. I think the next one's gonna cost 15. And then, because there's transformations in the next 2 levels. You've got Click Clock Wood, and you've got Mad Monster Mansion. Like I said, I could be just forgetting a level, but I think that's it. Click Clock Wood, arguably the biggest level, because technically it's a decent sized level that you just go through multiple times. Imagine what transformation forever would. Yeah, that would be awesome. I assume for Clanker you'd have to do some kind of fish, right? Maybe a robot fish. I decided, it looked like I went into the wall on purpose. I was trying to decide whether to go in or not, because I know for one of these, there's a really long swim, and you have just enough air to get there and get out. Nope, this is the poison tank. We already did it. Oh yeah, that'd be pretty sick. A little mini Clanker. He could think you're his son. It would work perfectly. How many notes are we at? 85? Okay, we're pretty close to being done. I think we still have to go in that pipe. Despite being lost and running around Clanker's Cavern aimlessly, we may actually finish it faster than the other levels we've done so far. There it is. Oh, there it is. I don't remember if this is the game that kills you when you run out of air. Yes, the egg thing does still work. I did check that. Or I don't know if it's one of the games that just drops you. Insta kill. Okay. Wait, where's the last Jinjo? So we did already go through this pipe. We've still got 15 notes and 3. One of them's the Jinjo. What's the other one, though? Just the main question. They also need to make a Banjo game, 3DS or Switch. Yeah, I mean, now that Banjo's in Smash, I would be super open to the idea of a Switch Banjo 3. I think the 3DS would be a waste of the potential, to be honest. But maybe not, I don't know. Where are we missing? Is there somewhere in Clanker still? And actually, there is a, there's still this, which I think I'm just now remembering how to get to. Woo! You have to shoot it. I remember being so confused looking for the switch for this for a really long time. Because it makes no sense that you have to shoot it, let's be honest. Smash 3DS could have had such a better name as Smash Bros. Duel. Yeah, I think no one was really happy with the naming convention they went with. That is Smash for the Wii U and Smash Bros. For the 3DS. I mean, that was it. I'm gonna check this too one last time, and then I think we're going back in Clanker because I probably just missed a section in there. Like dual and dual screens. Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, that is really good. I mean, because that's what the D and DS stood for, if I'm not mistaken. It was dual screen. All right, Clanker, one more time. Okay, good. No, this was an area. Here comes that lag. Game hates transitioning out of the world. This power up, once again, cool in concept, actually kind of boring in practice. It stood for Developer System, stated by Reggie. Okay. All right, last thing we should get, we need one more Jinjo, which will give us the last Jiggy, and 9 more notes. Where are the other notes? Actually, I'm pretty sure there is another place you swim through in here. Did I not go to this one down here? Like, you have to swim past a bunch of tentacles. I could have sworn I already did this one, though. It's not gonna be the gills, right? Am I leaving Clanker right now? Yeah. Cool in concept, boring in practice. Like communism. Yeah, I suppose so. There it is. That's gotta be what it is. This is what I was thinking of. Unless this is just back to his head, which it is. Of course it is. What is going on? It's gotta be here. There's no way it's not here. Okay. We've flown up there. That's where you get the gold feather power up. I guess we're just gonna go out and, oh, what if we go past this? Or that's just gonna leave again, isn't it? Down, because down was a Jinjo. No, I don't know. I'm a little bit lost. I don't know where it is, to be honest. Pretty sure if you stand on the platform and hit the yellow tooth right in front of him, it unlocks the top of his mouth. Yeah, I've already shot his teeth out. I've hit both of them. I don't think they lead to different places, right? I think they're both the same. Already gotten those. Pretty sure we cleared out the initial room. Let's swim back to the bottom. Just eggs. I'm pretty sure we've done everything, but it doesn't hurt to check another time. Yeah, no, we're fine. Definitely got the Jinjo down here. They're all surrounding the weird anchor. Anvil anchor thing. This one leads to the radioactive room with the crabs. Oh, it's gotta be up here somewhere. That's right. I remember there was a little bit of a platforming section. Yeah, and you can only, okay, yes, it's gotta be this. And you can only get up there once you've raised the water with Clanker. Yeah, it's all coming together. I had checked it earlier, but I couldn't actually get up there and didn't really think about it. Oh, there it is. I pressed it. I assure you all, 'twas pressed. Okay, and there's got to be another one on the other side, right? Because there's a little... No, that's it. It's just right over here. Yeah. Just put... cheat now. You can see a nice ice key, which you can have for free. What does it do? Because it's quite possible it's really not worth the difference. To be honest, I mean, if it's gonna unlock the ice key and I can go collect it, I might be willing to do it right at the end, but I wouldn't just go grab it. You know what I'm saying? It just gives you the ice key, or it unlocks the ice key. I tried the air breathing one yesterday, and I couldn't get it to work. Did it twice. And other honeycomb. And we're done. This level is done. Okay. Very cool. Oh, Clank, you come out in front, Clanker. Let's leave the level the normal way. I'll do it at the end as kind of like a last cool thing to show off before we finish the game. Before we do the final fight. Because I'm finishing it today. I mean, it's happening. My back doesn't hurt nearly as much. I'm doing this thing, it's like I said yesterday, this chair is kind of bad. It just doesn't lean forward very much, so it's kind of like sitting on a stool. So I have it actually backed against the wall, which makes it so it can't, like, it stays flat out because it's being forced to. Clanker's Cavern, done. Easiest level ever. Where's the panel? Must be over here, right? Oh, it's in one of the pipes, that's right. There we go. Go through the hole. Oh. Way to go, guys, we did it. We finished Freezeezy Peak and Gobi's Valley first, but we did it. It just took a million years. With a Game Shark code, you can also get the option for return to the gray pad. Oh! Interesting. Kind of helpful. Alright, let's... Before I forget, go activate the other grunty thing. I could have sworn, and I'll talk about it when we get there. Maybe this is required for it, that's what I'm thinking. Nope, that's not it. Alright, so next is Mad Monster Mansion, technically. Assuming I can get there properly this time. So I still have 2 note doors I can open. I think, how close are we? We could, I mean, I think we could actually reasonably just beat the game. I'm not gonna do that because I want to 100% it, but I don't remember the exact amount of notes you need to open the final door. Like, do you even have to go to Click Clock Wood? If you 100% every other level, is Click Clock Wood even necessary? It's got some of the best music. It's one of the cooler levels, and more unique because it actually has a mechanic strictly made for the level. Poked my eyes out, you have done. No wonder why this game is so fun. Ah yes, it's always kind of an ever-changing weird voice that I give Grantilda for some reason. Okay, here's the next note door. Where does in her mouth lead? That's the next area, right? Like that's Mad Monster Mansion's direction. We'll figure it out. It takes a little bit. I'm now remembering. I think one of the hub world panels that you drop. Oh, there's Rusty Bucket Bay. Oh, it just came back to me. Yeah, don't get me wrong, hit or miss. I'm doing 100%, but I was just curious on what the minimum requirements to beat the game are. So I was wrong. There's still 3 levels left. Rusty Bucket Bay, Mad Monster Mansion. God damn it, Rusty Bucket Bay. It's not as bad as people make it out to be, but it's still probably the least fun level. I totally forgot it existed for that reason. I don't like stairs much in my lair. They always make me gasp for air. Oh, Grunty, what a charmer. Okay, the problem I'm looking into with Rusty Bucket Bay is gonna be the drift on my controller. It's gonna be a fun one. That is specifically in that little, in the engine room, I think is what it's called, when you're trying to get all the things in a time limit. You have to run back out and get to the propellers before they turn back on, something like that. All right, this fish, not a fan. The voice in my head when I hear is like, God, like the actual voice. That makes sense. Not me, just Skeletor. I will get you. That's kind of Skeletor, right? Skeletor enough. I don't know, my voices are inconsistent. Mad Monster Mansion. Do we do that before Rusty Bucket Bay then? Would kind of make sense in terms of like not having 2 transformation levels in a row. I should get that skull. I'm gonna regret it if I don't get it now. If I end up short 1 skull and I know it's here. One game, this isn't necessarily just something I want to stream, but something I want to play. And it's not even just a game, it's a series. I really want to do Ratchet and Clank, because I've always been interested in the series. When I was a kid, I really liked it, but I didn't actually own any. I just played them at friends' houses and whatnot. So, there's actually quite a few PlayStation games that, because I didn't have a PS3, I mean I had a PS2, but it was kind of late into its life cycle and I didn't get a bunch of games on it. But there's a lot of Sony games such as Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Sly Cooper, Infamous, and Infamous 2 of course, Uncharted. Like, they're all games I've really always enjoyed, but have never gotten a chance to really sit down and play them all. I bought the Sly Cooper collection on my girlfriend's PS3 a couple of years ago and played through the first one, started the second one, but I still need to do the other 3, and I think there's even a 4 now if I'm not mistaken. And then Jak and Daxter never played, Ratchet and Clank, played Up Your Arsenal, but I don't remember much of it. I mean, I was probably like 11 when I played it. Maybe I'm just too blinded by nostalgia. Maybe these games aren't worth putting in the effort to actually play, but it feels like they are. I used to have a PS1, but my dad used it. You kind of make it sound weird. It's kind of like an interesting... Yeah, I had a PS1 and then my dad used it. And now it's gone. Who knows what happened to the PS1? Alright, we're going Mad Monster Mansion. Thank God for that, because I don't like Rusty Bucket Bay. We'll struggle through that one. We'll make it work. It may not be the greatest game ever, but we'll have a good time with it. Did I say game? I meant level. Mad Monster Mansion, on the other hand, is very cool. Can you open that gate? I don't remember, but we're gonna try it. You can! Oh, and you come here with the pumpkin. I'm so glad I did that now and not later. Because I would have come out here as the pumpkin, wouldn't have been able to get there, blah, blah, blah. I think the cheat code was cheat give the bear lots of air or cheat give the bear plenty of air. So sorry for the mix-up. Oh, it's fine. We just finished Clanker's Cavern, which is essentially where the hardest... What the hell? Where the hardest use of the air meter is, and it's not exactly hard. They might as well have not had a breath meter in this game, let's be honest. Okay, this kind of branches off into different paths. I'm just trying to remember which one is the best way to go. Why not right inside? How do I get an emulator for this game on my computer? You can search Project 64. That's the most well-known and best emulator for the Nintendo 64. In terms of the games, I have nothing that could help you, my friend. You know, A, it's technically against the law to distribute games, so you can only play copies that you already own. Was there nothing else in here? But B, about 6 months to a year ago, Nintendo brought down the ban hammer, and they took pretty much all of their ROMs off every website. Kinda, you know, kinda makes sense. Nintendo has some of the better games to emulate from their older days. Yes, I remember. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I would never pirate or download ROMs, of course. Not me. Nope, not once ever. But I happen to have, like, back when I was younger, emulation was my favorite thing. I just loved it so much. It's like I would spend hours setting up emulators and downloading a bunch of games for all kinds of consoles just to not play them. I mean, I love the idea of having the games, but I didn't necessarily want to play them. So I was kind of obsessed with emulation, so I have a bunch of backups of things that I probably shouldn't have anymore. Oh yeah, the game it's super good. It's one of my favorites. Obviously, hence me playing it right now. That's what we're going for. Alrighty. Conker's Bad Fur Day is one I definitely want to... God, I didn't even think about it. Can't step on the wood. He doesn't like it. I think. I'm pretty sure you can't collect it from him if you don't sneak up on him. Conker's Bad Fur Day is another 3D platformer made by Rare, but unlike the other two from the N64 era, it's pretty much just story-based. Oh yeah, you can't even come in this way, can you? You've got to come in from the fireplace from above. So the game is a lot more focused on writing. It has really good writing. It has a ton of unique levels because you're not spending as much time in every level. They weren't made to be 3D collectathons. It's almost like a linear path. And it's super good. Like I said, I've never finished it though, so I think that would be a great idea for the stream. Yes, Conker was indeed rated M. It's got sexual references, alcohol and tobacco use, gore from the Nintendo 64 era, and it's not even humans, you know, these are all various wildlife. At least try to say, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I said it with a straight face. I would never pirate anything in my life. That's it. That's all there is to say. Don't pirate. It's illegal. It's against the law. And it's, you know, in a lot of cases, indie developers, things like that, they could really use the money. You know, $10 or $20 for a game is not bad at all. There we go, in the chimney. I think there was something I should have collected when I was up there. What? Excuse me? I mean, of course you don't pirate games. Right. That's just common knowledge. Well, I'm glad it's appreciated. I've been looking at a lot of stuff recently. I'm actually gonna try to, I'm gonna take this course. It's a $200 course. It's on sale for $20. You buy them on Steam and return them in under 2 hours. No, we don't do that. You and I specifically didn't do that when we could have. I'm gonna buy this course and start trying to learn Unity. create some games and whatnot, because it's just one of the things I've wanted to do in life. It's what I was going to college for initially. So that'll be pretty cool. Why can you fly in here? It's not just to get the life on the chandelier, right? There's no way. Do I bash in a grunty or something? Cool. That's a no. You don't do that. Get hundreds of shitty games from Humble. Yeah, I get a lot of garbage, but actually next month is the start of the new Humble system, where you get to choose from 10 games and choose the 3 you want. I think the issue people are going to run into is that they're probably just going to have, similarly to what they do now, you have the early access games, which are high value and more interesting, and everyone's just going to choose those. It will be better though, because for example, this last month, My Time at Portia, which is a really fun farming game, is one of the games, and I already own it, so I just have an extra copy of it. Waiting to find someone who has a desire for it. What would you say, hit or miss? In the chandelier, there's a Jiggy. I think it's a Mumbo Skull. There's not. Wait. There's nothing in the chandelier, right? It was. Oh, okay. It was the life you were talking about. I'm just making sure, because I could see myself, just, you know, not seeing it. All right, I'm gonna go back on the roof because I think there was one other thing. Well, let's grab the health as well that I needed to do on the roof before we start wandering around these other areas. Mad Monster Mansion has good music. Okay. I don't know if the windows re-broke themselves, so I do have to go into every window again, just in case I missed one. Which was a perfect decision, because I did not go in here. Is this where Dark Souls got their skeleton mechanics from? Is Banjo Kazooie the Dark Souls of the N64? I'm just collecting Dark Souls Martins. Yeah, honestly. Is that not where the eggs are supposed to go? Oh, I have to be the pumpkin. God damn it. I don't want to be the pumpkin. Pumpkin's such a lame transformation. It can't do anything, it's just smaller. It's just like the walrus, but worse. You could have any transformation that could be Halloween or scary themed, and they went with a pumpkin. Which kind of makes sense, but you could have been a monster. Could have been a ghost, I don't know. Man, you could do anything. I think that was the last thing I needed to do up here, though. So I have to just come back as the pumpkin. Okay, let's avoid Mumbos till the end. It's called a mansion, even though it's literally just a dining room. I never thought about that. That is kind of interesting. Mad Monster Mansion. Okay, I guess this will be the first place. Grant Kirkhope makes some of the greatest video game music. I know that's not a hot take. I mean, it's a well-known fact at this point. You could have been a bat with a mission to make friends with the other bats for Jiggy when you reunite. Yeah, honestly, that's a great idea. Let's be honest, there's a lot of really good things they could have done. Can I cheese this? It looks like I should be able to cheese it, like maybe if I... Come on! No, I don't think so. Which means so much for coming here first, because... No? Maybe? No, I don't think we can do this, right? We have to... You have to have the gate open first. Or not miss the shoes at the very least. The gate's gotta be open. There's no way they wouldn't have it that way. Yeah, close your door. Big oak door is very tough. There we go. Okay. Go in here. You guys know about the swear word thing, right? That might sound a little weird, but people say that it sounds like a swear word. Oh, please don't kill me. I would very much appreciate not dying. People say it sounds like a swear word if you put eggs into these, so I'm just gonna try and be quiet while I do it. You guys tell me what you hear. No, that's too much of a stretch. You can tell though, you can tell what they're going for. Yeah, thank you is absolutely it. Maybe it's too much of an urban legend. Maybe it's getting closer. Hey, Gage SSH, welcome. Thanks for being in the stream, my friend. It's a bit of a vampire accent. It's probably because I'm trying to hear it, but I think the whole fuck you thing coming through pretty strong here. Excuse my language. Thank you for the luck, sir. Oh, I love that emote. Gage SSH. And you got a cool icon and everything. Are you a Banjo speedrunner or something like that? It tends to be my experience when you get kind of random viewers who are browsing through the games. A lot of people who browse a game go to ones where they speedrun it. I finished one run, so yes. Okay, hey, that's enough for me. One run's all it takes, right? Can't hear the fuck. Just listen to an audio recording of yourself. See what I did there? I am hilarious. Sorry, man. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a stretch. It's better than the Super Mario Sunshine thing. Super Mario Sunshine, you water the flowers on the beach at Pianta Park, and it's all like... I actually don't... I think it helps that you don't actually know what they're saying, but the bad word they say is, oh, I'd love a dick. And, you know, it really does not at all sound like that. Yeah, okay, it does. It does. It sounds enough like it, but not... I feel like it only sounds that way because I don't know what they're supposed to be saying. Oh, I'm in love with it or something? I don't know, man. Okay, you go in. I was a little confused for a second. I speedrun Psychonauts now. I can actually say it. I'm like a speedrunner of Psychonauts because I'm number 27 on the leaderboards, and speedrunning's a lot of fun, but I could never, I was talking about this a little bit yesterday, I could never do it with a game on the N64. I think, okay, is that controller drift? N64's camera issues are just a little too much. I would probably drive myself insane trying to be precise in a game like this. No problem, Tyler. Snazzy Alp, thanks for being here, sir. Have a good night. Okay, I think we should race into the mansion now. get used to it eventually if you play enough. You probably could. It just feels like it would... Like, I know there'd be some moment where I'm in a really tight position, I'm going for a personal best, or... I don't want to, you know, say world record, because it's probably not the case. And then the camera angle just, you know... Maybe it reacts in a weird way. I guess you're right. In a lot of ways, like, you get used to it and you know what to expect, but it just feels... Okay. Mad Monster Mansion. I've had a lot of camera flips. Yeah, it was kind of common for this era. I have Devil May Cry on the Switch, and the other day I had started playing it, and that's got to be the number one example if someone asked about like why fixed cameras aren't really used today in a lot of games. Devil May Cry 1, number one example. Game is kinda jank. It's like Resident Evil, because Resident Evil has the same issue. Not issue necessarily, but it's same design choice. And but in Resident Evil, everything kind of moves slow. In Devil May Cry, you know, you're fighting stuff constantly, and the fighting actually requires you to press buttons in a certain order to do different combos and whatnot, versus Resident Evil, it's just like, let's pull out said gun and shoot said zombie however many times. All right, play your piano for me, Mote's hand. But can you follow him on the keys? It's interesting how some of the, not counting Gruntilda, some of the NPCs, enemies in this game rhyme, and then others make it seem like they're going to, like Cheeto, and they just don't. I never got into those games personally. Yeah, I want to do it because I've played, that was it, right? I did it. I didn't read what he said. Did I do it wrong? Once again, I'll play my tune. Keep on trying. You'll get it soon. I played a ton of Bayonetta. Bayonetta 1 and 2. They're both great games. Bayonetta 2 is by far better. But, and I wanted more of that. I mean, I love the game so much. Oh, do I have to do it with him? I mean, that kind of makes sense, but that makes it really easy, right? I mean, the whole reason I thought this was supposed to be difficult, like it was like Tip Top's turtle thing where you gotta memorize it. I now understand. He actually wants me to stick with what he's doing, which makes this 10 times easier. Controller. There we go. Oh, which one will you go to? Is it this one? How did I know? It's kind of an interesting thing. So Gage, what category do you run? Any percent, 100%? Does he do like a round 2? Because this is really easy. Now we're really stepping it up. Oh, wait. If I shit on how easy this game is. Oh, no. I don't know why it hurts you, man. Oh, I forgot about the notes. I didn't have all the notes. Oh. Oh, I spoke too soon. That's how it goes, right? You shit on something for being too easy, and then life just comes out, hits you in the face. God damn it. Oh, okay, we'll come back and collect the notes later for the mansion. I heard him press a note. I didn't see it. It wasn't on screen. But it felt like because of how fast he was going, it had to be one of those 3, right? Am I really that crazy? I guess I kind of deserve that. But it was the black key. But are you sure though? Okay. I saw him press a key before the black key. I watched him press. All right, let's go open the gate. We're going straight to that hand. If only I was on Xbox Live Arcade, then I wouldn't lose my notes. But to be honest, it makes it a little too easy. I know I just failed it, so I shouldn't be saying that, but 100%ing this game, just in general, is already a pretty easy task. There's only a couple of spots where it's a little more difficult. I ran right through those. I'm not even, yeah, no, there's no way. I ran through them. We all saw it. I'm not crazy. Ugh. Let's see. This stream, I've been playing for an hour and a half so far. I did a stream yesterday and the day before. Both for, first one was like an hour and 40 minutes. Second one was 2 hours. I'm gonna finish it today. I mean, that's the goal. I might take a little bit of like a 5-minute break, eat some food at some point, but we're close enough in the game. And oh, please. I blame the controller. I'm going on a kind of little mini vacation. I'm heading up to Portland for a little while. So I won't be streaming. Essentially, the reason this is a good example, or a good reason. You can pause buffer the time. No, I'm not too worried about it. I made it a second ago. 5 years ago, I streamed a lot. I'm sorry if anyone who's been here is now hearing this story for the 9th time. I streamed a lot 5 years ago. And, wait for it. There we go. I got up to however many 100 followers. And then I kind of just stopped streaming. I fell out of it. I don't necessarily, I kind of wish I didn't, but I did. Started working more on my YouTube channel, which I have, and that's something I really enjoy doing. Oops. But, so now I'm trying to actually stream on a consistent, not only schedule, but just on a consistent basis. This is day 5 in a row. We're hoping for, after I come back, I'm gonna try to do at least 5 days a week. More if I'm feeling it, which chances are I will be. Just for a couple of hours. All right. Let's not embarrass ourselves. It's time. Can I jump ahead of him? You can jump ahead of him. All right. It was not that one. I'm getting. It's different. It's different. Which one did he press? Which one did he press? All right, we'll just let it fail out, because that doesn't kill us, right? He just goes, oh, you should have done better. Nope, not doing it. Give it to me again. Once again, I'll play my tune. Keep on trying, you'll get it soon. I can't believe it changed. More specifically, I can't believe it changed, but was still correct for the first 3 notes? Or maybe it didn't even change. Maybe I'm just not remembering it correctly. It is the same every time. Okay. I think I was remembering the second phase then. Or at least that's what I'm gonna tell myself. Hey, perfect. Not bad, Bear, but do better, kid. And we've actually maintained a pretty good amount of viewers so far. I bring that up because earlier we were talking about Twitch affiliate, and one of the goals they give is to have an average of three viewers for a whole stream, which I know is not a lot, but you know, we're doing pretty good. Today's a really good day, number-wise. I've been gaining at least a follower a day as well. I got a follower, I think today, yesterday, and the day before. I think on one of them I got a couple, so we're climbing, you know? You just, oh, please. You just gotta actually do. That's kind of the important part. Don't keep stopping. Don't do what I did, which is start gaining a little bit of a following and then drop it. It was definitely my fault. In a similar sense, I have a YouTube video. I got a affiliate a few weeks ago from playing Banjo Kazooie, so definitely achievable. Cool, congratulations. And you've only done the one run too. A similar thing kind of happened on my YouTube channel, which is I got a video. Okay, let me explain. Cuphead, great game. Cuphead came out, it was wonderful, I loved it. I wanted to watch a video about the top 10 Cuphead bosses, because I just beaten the game. I searched for that video, and that video did not exist yet. Since it didn't exist, and I had a YouTube channel, I was like, why don't I just make that video? And I did, and it's now at like 3 million views. It's approaching 3 million. And I've gotten 7,000 subscribers from that video. Where did the Jiggy go? Where did he spawn it? Am I crazy? Anyways, what I'm saying with that is that, no, I wish I'd made $7,000 on it. That's a really good opportunity, and if you don't take advantage of it, like, I released some videos after, but it wasn't as fast, and they weren't necessarily as high quality every time, so if I had taken proper advantage of it, I probably could be at a higher subscriber count than 7,000, but that's all right. I do it, and I do this as well because I enjoy it. Success would be wonderful, don't get me wrong. I would love to have it be my living just like anyone else, but I think if you go into YouTube, Twitch, anything like that with the expectation of success, not just on like a follower level. Oh, please, for the love of God, don't kill me right now. If you go into it with an expectation of success, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Why is this thing so hard on me? How am I supposed to get the last note? Please. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. It's fine, I got the thing. I didn't collect the notes very specifically for that reason. I don't want a backseat, but you can kill the ghost. Please backseat. God damn it. That's a terrible feeling. I could have just killed them. At least that makes sense. I was a little surprised that they had something so strict. So it's not like necessarily the most difficult thing, but just having it go so fast was kind of surprising. Gold feathers as well. Okay, that one's on me. We will we'll pretend that I didn't know that I could gold feather. Like, we'll redo it. Oh wow, thank you, Gage. I didn't know that you could do gold feathers. What's it do? Oh, it makes you invulnerable? That's really cool. God. Twitch is the ultimate platform to embarrass yourself. On YouTube, if I make a mistake like that, I can just edit it out. I don't have to worry about it. But this is not YouTube, and I'm gonna have to live with that mistake for the rest of my life. All right. That's actually, I died once in Gobi's Valley. Like, I should say died once before collecting 100 notes. But prior to that, I hadn't done that. So this was like despite not being a very difficult level, I just autopiloted there and started heading in the wrong direction. Despite not being what I would consider, I don't consider this level as difficult as Gobi's Valley. And I've already died twice on it. That makes sense. If it makes you feel better, it doesn't. I've 100%ed this game before. A couple of times. Only once have I collected all the honeycombs as well, but in terms of just jiggies and all that, it's not a spoiler or anything like that. That's very nice of you to do that kind of thing, though. I feel like most people, you know, you'd hop into a stream like this, you see someone playing Banjo Kazooie. I mean, it's Banjo Kazooie. You kind of assume that everyone's played it. Or maybe you're sadistic and you want to see people suffer dying to the ghosts. Did I collect the Jiggy? That's what I really need to know. I don't remember if I collected the Jiggy for the piano thing. Is it backseat gaming if you tell me that? Oh, don't. Oh, you hit me with a maybe. You're a killer. Also, it looks like the feather pad doesn't even show up, does it? Oh, that, yeah, okay, it was at the top. It was at the top of the things, because I can't get up there now, can I? No, I can't. All right, as long as I got it. Okay. So we did collect it. What do you need the fly pad for? That's... Oh, up on the rafters. All right. Have you ever played Nuts and Bolts? It's a game that gets a lot of hate, but I love it, and I 100%ed it. It's one of the few games that I've ever actually completed. Unfortunately, I have. It's so fun. It gets such an unnecessary amount of hate. I hear some people say that that game would be better if it just didn't have the Banjo Kazooie IP on it, but I disagree 100%. Sure, it's not Banjo 3, and, you know, it could be better if it was. Whoops. Alright, you fuck. I've got a coach now. There's nothing you can do to stop me. Come after me. Oh, he's scared now. Alright. My anger has all been removed from my body. I've taken out the ghosts that ruined my life. And, we shall continue. Let's see, how much it has been? An hour 40? It's a little iffy. Because I want to finish tonight, but by the time I finish this, it'll definitely be 2 hours. And I still will have 2 worlds left. Which, okay, I mean, I'm not necessarily trying to go to a 4-hour stream, but that's doable. Never mind. I was kind of thinking for a second that it would be like 6 hours. And while I'm not against doing a 6-hour stream, I think that it's still a little new to me. I think the longest stream I've ever done was 8 hours. And it kind of took a lot out of me. Specifically, I try to enunciate and speak loudly. Does that make sense? So it can tend to have that kind of effect on my voice. My throat starts to hurt. Okay. We need to go back in the clock. Collect the notes. As long as you don't die, have to recollect all the notes. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, that's what I'm hoping for. And also keep in mind, I'm not collecting the honeycombs. So I don't know. I mean, I just don't know where they are off the top of my head, and I've already missed a couple. I don't think you don't need 100, or you don't need all the honeycombs to you okay, Jake? You don't need all the honeycombs to get the final cutscene, right? So that shouldn't matter too much. I'm so worried about falling. Okay, just making sure. Okay, so this section is done. We have the maze, which I think we'll just go ahead and do. We've got to collect the notes in the mansion, in the dining room. We've got to do the pumpkin stuff, including the toilet. Which, oh, you have to break the windows, don't you? Final battle might be harder with less health, but yeah, you don't need them. Yeah, I remember not having too much trouble on the final battle, just in general. I remember it not being too bad. Also, I do have a cheat on. As I mentioned, hit or miss. One of the viewers, one of my followers, has requested me entering a couple of cheat codes. So I still also have to enter the ice key cheat code because I told him I would. All right, so I mean, I know you're still relatively new to the speedrunning, but is Talon Trot faster than walking? Or is it just better control and therefore feels faster? We need answers, Gage. It's the one and only time. You jump in Talon Trot about 90% of the run. Okay. That's interesting. Is there not a Jiggy in this maze, or did I just miss a spot? Or is there an exit I just passed by? If you ever hear, if you ever watch speedrun, you'll hear Kazooie's a lot. Gotcha. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but you know, I could see it getting on someone's nerves. Just want to make sure there's nothing on those other ones. I believe, please yell this. Please yell very loud, hit or miss when you do the ice key. All right, I will do that, hit or miss. Thanks for being here, sir. I appreciate it. Right. Okay, it just leads us back. That can't be right, right? Is the maze not actually... Like, it does not actually have any kind of challenge to it? It's just, you collect a Jinjo? Well, I think before we need to do the pumpkin thing anyways. Get out of here. Let's go ahead and collect the notes in the room, as well as break all the windows, so that when we're a pumpkin, we don't have to backtrack. Let's see here. I don't think there are any other notes. There's none on that thing. It's just eggs, right? Yeah. Perfect. So that should be done already. Ugh. At some point on stream, Witchy World has to happen. And by that I mean Banjo Kazooie. But Witchy World I have very fond memories of when I was a kid. And Mr. Patch and the whole shebang. I think it's, I probably have memories of it because I think it was probably one of those bosses that I had trouble beating, so I had my parents beat. And I was a pretty little kid when this game came out. I was 2 years old when the game came out. But, I already don't remember. Is there even a reason to come in here? I was probably like 3 or 4 though. But then again, I feel like there's no way I completed or got to, you know, Witchy World. I do remember very specifically deleting my parents' 100% Donkey Kong 64 save file, and then have it like being upset that I couldn't play the games anymore. And by the games, I mean the final boss with K. Rool. I used to really like it. And so I made them replay it for me. Yeah, it's unfortunate to learn that. I mean, when I say learn, DK64, another game that has very fond memories. I loved Donkey Kong 64, and yet people really don't seem to like it. I think we can all acknowledge it's a, you know, it's an okay game, but essentially take like the Banjo Kazooie formula, add 5 characters with all their own 100%, you know, the collectibles, the bananas, and suddenly the game becomes a little bit more of a, you know, just maybe not quite as fun. I don't have any more golden feathers, so I can't kill this guy, but whatever. I don't think. Yeah, I'm thinking not. Okay. He's kind of iffy on attacking me. I think he's caught on something. Nothing in that one? Why even have an X on the other barrel? Okay. Welcome back, Hit or Miss. I love that. I'm gonna leave. Please yell very loud Hit or Miss when you do the ice key. Comes back 3 minutes later. I'm sorry if I'm disappointing you, but I have not beaten the game yet. I'm pretty far off still. Okay, so got all the notes. Now we run around. Oops. We break all the windows. Collect all the notes in all the windows and also make sure that the pumpkin window is open. Okay, this is the pumpkin window. Are you okay, cat? What do you want? What are you doing? Hey, Martin GFX. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Or, I mean, I shouldn't assume. I don't know. But either way, I appreciate the follow. It's okay. You forgive me, Hit or Miss? I think I missed this room completely earlier, didn't I? Well, it's a good thing that I lost all those notes and wasted time because... Please? It's like the game... You have to be a pumpkin, right? That's what it is, isn't it? But I'm so close to just being able to grab it. You can do it. I know you can. There's no way that there's not some way to grab this. Come on. It's right in reach. All right, what if we roll into it, right? I know it may seem like I'm wasting time, but I assure you, this is very important. Maybe this could be used in the next big speed run. I'm actually curious, in 100%, do you have to collect all the honeycombs? Well, I think I have to disappoint you guys. I don't think I can get it. Or more specifically, I'm 100% you can get it, but you know, I'm not going to waste any more time trying to go for it. Excuse me. All Jiggy's notes, honeycombs, Jinjos. I just watched Mr. Rogers sing "Won't You Be My Neighbor" for the first and last time, and although I never watched an episode, I really want to watch it. I think I've seen the very video you're talking about, and it is pretty sad. Mr. Rogers seemed to be a genuine person, and unfortunately, he was a little bit before my time. I watched a little bit of PBS, but not much. I watched PBS during times when we didn't have kind of the regular channels, because my childhood went very back and forth in terms of being in poverty and not. It's kind of all over the place. So usually, like, during the times when I had access to actual TV, I say actual TV, not as if PBS isn't. When I had access to all the channels, Nickelodeon was my go-to, as well as Nicktoons. I loved Nicktoons Network. For anyone who doesn't, God damn it, it's the controller, I swear. For anyone who doesn't know, Nicktoons Network is kind of where where Nickelodeon stuck their B shows. Their shows that either weren't doing very well or kind of didn't expect to do well. They'd also put reruns of their popular shows on it, like there's a lot of SpongeBob. But it had shows like The X's, My Life as a Teenage Robot. There was something about my dad's a rock star. My dad is a rock star. Something like that. Okay, that's the chimney. We've already done the chimney. But, yeah. Anyways, Mr. Rogers didn't watch much of. Seems like a good guy, though. Don't get me wrong. Seems like a good guy. I didn't come in here either. There's a whole lot I missed. Thank you so much for teaching me that. I've never learned it. Okay, now please tell hit or miss. I'll be honest, I've got no idea what you're talking about, I'm afraid. Please tell hit or miss. Is this a fake treasure chest, or is this open when I do something? I'll get the Jinjo. God damn it. Quick! Gage! Save me the time and trouble. Does that treasure chest actually open, or is it just the developers at Rare being dicks? It doesn't open. Oh, Rare. I'm gonna message Platonic with my frustrations. Since most of the Banjo Kazooie team moved on to Platonic. Okay. How many notes are we at? 62. We've already finished the maze. We finished the clock. We need to do the pumpkin stuff. Please. All right, let's go. Let's just go into first person. We need to do that. Another game I'd like to play at some point would be A Hat in Time. Ooh, wait, is that? It's different, right? It's gotta be. There's no way it's just the same room. It's now or never, boys. Sorry if I ever ramble on. It's kind of my shtick. It's my go-to. When you don't know what to talk about anything. Oh yeah, no, we need these notes. That note's kind of sneaky. I feel like it'd be very easy to miss that note by not running down to the bottom of the room. So that room's just made to have notes that you need to collect. It's kind of harsh again, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, wait, we already got all the Jinjos, which is a little surprising considering how many notes we have left. Okay, we need to go this way. Come on, camera. Let me control you. Turn the other way. Yeah, the dumb maze. Actually, it's kind of a straightaway, isn't it? It's really not that much of a maze. Wait, where's the other thing? Here it is, maybe? No, this isn't even it. Not that it matters, I still need to do it, but... I bet you can destroy the skeletons with the invulnerability too, can't you? Oh yeah, I remember this. Oh yeah, it's all coming back. When you do the 100% run, I'm now just kind of remembering. Because I think I might have just, I think it's just an any % run I've watched. Ooh, very spooky. Oh, okay, don't do that. At the end, when you do the board game, what do you call it? The Fun Factory of Fun Factory. You have to get hit and like on one of the damage squares. I'm explaining this poorly. I'm not even gonna worry about it. Just ignore everything I just said. I'll try to explain it better when I'm actually there. Grunty's Furnace Fun. I wonder, does this animation exist for anything else? Like, it's kind of like a surfing animation. Oops. Did they actually use it for that? I'm back because I'm back. Hey! More power to you, Hit or Miss. Feel free to hop in and out as you do. When I watch streamers, I'm usually playing a game or something like that. Thank you, Gage. Thanks for being here, sir. Also, thanks for the advice. No, you call it backseat gaming, but it was just helpful. Okay. Real question is, how do we get on top of this? There we go. There we go. Alright, we're at about 80 notes. I'm really trying to make sure everything gets done that needs to get done. That way I can stop worrying about the pumpkin thing. Okay, let's do this first. You gotta be the pumpkin, don't you? You jump in there. Yeah, you gotta be the pumpkin. Let's just double check. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be the pumpkin, but I don't want to find out later that you actually can't do it when you're the pumpkin. Okay, maybe you shouldn't be the pumpkin, or maybe... No, there's a slot in it. So being the pumpkin probably just makes this easier. Please, please, please. I wonder if I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna come back in here as the pumpkin just in case anyways, to collect those other things. Okay, we gotta go around. The game does not like me pressing up and then down on the joystick back and forth really quickly. Alright. Okay, we've got these boots here. Which I'm not sure are even necessary, but... What's the point of the boots? If you can't jump onto the platforms, are those boots even important? Oh, this is the... Hey, okay. Okay, I think we just come back as the pumpkin then. I think that's it. You can destroy them. Oh, wonderful. I need the health too. Maybe I spoke too soon. Let's just kill all the skeletons. So there's notes in the maze that I missed? Or are these just the ones from earlier? Yeah, these are just the ones from earlier. Just kidding. God, I didn't even do that. Okay. So what's the correct way? Here it is. Alrighty, boys. We're making good progress so far. We just hit 2 hours into the stream. Dying a little bit inside. Just gonna take my jacket off. It's getting a little bit warm. But I am thinking I might either continue the stream later today, because it's like I think I'm not beating it fast enough to where I could easily do it in the next 2 hours. I think it'd be close, and I'm on a little bit of a time crunch. Actually, I think that might be a pseudo good idea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call the stream here. I appreciate everyone who's been being here so far. It's great. I will probably either do it tomorrow, probably not, possibly, or I'm still here, hit or miss, don't worry. Or I'll do it when I get back from my trip, like finish the game. The ice key has to wait. It's gotta wait till the end. If you want, I won't do it till you're here. You know, that's for you. So I mean, I'm not trying to make it worse on you or anything. But anyways, thank you all for being here again. I really do appreciate it. I think we're on our way to Twitch affiliate status, which is super cool. Something I've never done before. This has been 5 days of streaming in a row, which is another record for me. And once I come back from the vacation, 5 out of 7 days a week minimum, hopefully all 7 days on when I can do it. And yeah, that'll be it. Thanks again so much, everyone. I appreciate you all being here. Stay birdie. Have a good rest of your night. And I will talk to you all next week.